Hello everybody, welcome to our Sengoku Dynasty survival guide. So today we're talking about the raid system that was recently introduced with their Bushido update, and it's kind of basically just going over the system itself. We'll be definitely going over like tips on how to survive a raid and such down the line. I haven't had my first raid yet, but goodness knows I'm on the verge. We're basically going to go over kind of like the overview of how this raid system works. So first of all, there is something called a raid risk, which is you're going to want to keep an eye on it. You can do so with your Dynasty tab here, and down here at the bottom you're going to see this raid chance, which you can see for me is critical currently, which is a little scary. And we also have this section down here, enemy raids, where, you know, if we have a raid incoming, we'll get a little warning here, and then we can also see some information about past raids. So how do we what does this whole raid chance mean? Well, there's a few different aspects that influence just how likely you are to be raided. And in terms of being raided, basically this means that bandits are going to come to your village. They are going to destroy, well, they're going to try and like kill your people. They're going to try and kill you, and they're going to steal the items from your various resource storages. They're going to like loot your items, basically. That's their whole goal. So we want to obviously avoid that. So there's, like I said, there's three different things that really influence how likely you are to be raided. So the first is your security amount. I have 0 because I have a watchtower, but I don't really have any guard assigned to it. Now, the more security you have, that decreases the risk of a raid, because bandits, see that, oh, this guy has a lot of guards. It might not be worth attacking this person. So increasing that, getting your guard lookouts, getting guards assigned to them, that's going to help to kind of reduce this raid chance. The other thing is your dynasty's wealth. So if you're making a lot of money, obviously bandits are going to be like, oh, that guy, they have a lot of resources there. We can make some money with that. Let's go attack them. And unfortunately, it's like not really something that you can influence so much, because obviously the whole point of this is to make a lot of money so that you can, fund your various things and buy this and buy that and all that. So unfortunately, that's going to have to be something that you kind of just keep an eye on. Now, obviously, starting off, you're not going to have a lot of wealth, so your raid chances are going to be a little bit low. But as you start getting more villages, you're producing more, you're selling more, your dynasty's wealth is increasing, so that is going to increase your raid chance. And then the final aspect is the enemy presence inside the region that your village is in. So if you have like some bandit camps around, if you still have the leader, if you will, the bandit captain or whatever, if he's still hanging about, that's gonna increase your chances of a raid as well, because they are there ready to like take you over, basically. So clearing out bandit camps as you kind of come across them, you might have to like run around the region to find them. That can reduce your risks of a raid chance as well. Now, once if you're like where I am and it's critical, you are going to get a warning that there is a raid coming to your village one day before the raid happens. So you'll have like basically that day to prepare for this. So you might want to get some guards going. You might want to make sure everybody has armor, weapons, that you yourself are equipped for a fight. Put up some kind of defenses. Whatever it is that you want to do to try and limit the damage that might be done to you and your village by these raids. You have a day basically to really, really prepare. Now, for the raid itself, basically what's going to happen is the bandits... Oh, it's gotten a little dark in here. The bandits are going to come to your village. They are going to engage your guards first. And obviously, having your guards have range so they can like take them down as soon as possible, as well as having guards, ready for melee. That is helpful as well. They are going to be basically fighting these guys off first, I imagine. And again, this is going to be down to your strategy, but you're going to be down here potentially too, trying to keep them outside of your village, and which means they'll be, targeting you as well. Now, your non-guard villagers, everybody else who is not a guard, they're going to be running around looking for somewhere safe to be. So they'll typically like run into like the building and stuff just to stay safe. And as far as I know, the bandits won't attack them. They'll just mostly focus on your guards as well as yourself. Now, once they have broken through, their main focus is your resource storages. So this guy in particular, your general storage, I'm not too sure if they loot like your wood storage as well. We'll have to see that in practice, but I know for sure they're going to be coming for your general storage, and they're going to basically try and loot everything that they can in there. They can only, I think they only carry so much, but obviously if you have a really large raid and you have a lot of guys, a lot of bandits who are here, attacking and getting these stuff, you could potentially lose quite a bit of hard-earned resources. So once they have looted that, they're going to start running for it because they're trying to take, your goodies and get out of there. So you still have like a little opportunity to take them down. You just have to chase them down, and if you destroy them, you can pick up your items and bring them back to your resource storage. So you have a chance of recovering those items if anybody does steal and then make a run for it. Now, if this sounds like a little bit too much for you, you want a little bit more of a chill experience, you can change whether raids happen or not in the settings menu. If you go to settings, you go to game mode, I'm pretty sure you're gonna have to go to like this custom game mode, but basically right down, where'd you go? Disable enemy raids, there it is. You just tick that off and you will no longer have raids happening. So that is a way for you to basically enjoy a little bit more peaceful version of Sengoku Dynasty. But otherwise, that's about it on how the raid system works. Like I said, will be another video on tips on how to survive it, how to defend your village, things that you might want to implement before the raid happens. So keep an eye out for that. But otherwise, we're gonna do some preparations ourselves because it's gonna be happening any moment for me. But yeah, hope you found that helpful. If you have questions, let me know in the comments. I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, keep surviving and keep thriving.